Yo, it's your boy 1D215 back with another video. I get asked this question a lot. Why is the dating market so bad? Why isn't men approaching women? Why do men act the way they do? Is it the times? Is it something that all these men is just transformed into the same person? They only want one thing. They don't want women for nothing else but sex or whatever they could get out of a woman. Why isn't men checking for women? And what I say to that is, let me count the ways. Saying, no, it ain't that many, but seriously, let me count the ways, because what you see is what you get. I mean, we out here, we all living in this world. We see things for what they are, men and women. At the end of the day, none of us are slow or stupid. I would hope not. We all have some type of intellect to us where we see see stuff for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them questions that's like, it kind of baffles me, because I be like, ain't you living in this world? Don't you see the times we living in? The persona that people portray of dating and man versus woman, woman versus man, the whole gender wars, the whole thing. But to not lose touch on the subject at hand, most men, not all, but most men is just simply checked out from modern women. It's true. Yes, it's true. You have a lot of guys that's in relationships, whether they stable relationships or not. There's a lot of men that's in current relationships, but there's a lot of single men, just like there's a lot of single women. It's not a coincidence. It's for a reason. I mean, first of all, let's start at the top, because I hear about this approach thing. Why don't men approach women? Women ain't approachable. Your average woman is not approachable. Bottom line. Your average modern day woman, in her mind, she thinks she's approachable because she all dialed up and glammed up, or she got on this crazy sexy outfit, or whatever they call them, or whatever. But we know, us men know how women mental work, and what y'all perceive on the outside might not be what y'all is on the inside, but it is what it is. See, most women dug their own grave with that one, because they was taught to walk around with a scowl on their face, with a mean mug, with an attitude. They think that shit is cute, because they counterparts do the same thing. But when it comes to a man, most men ain't shit cute about it. So to sum it up, why aren't men approaching women on a more regular basis? That's the reason. You're not approachable. Most women are not friendly people, if I'm being honest. And this is a judgment-free zone. This is my truth, because I'm not out here chasing anybody. But I know what men look for, and men ain't chasing. They not. A lot of women ain't chasing. There we go with that's what you get. You get two button heads. Ain't nobody chasing nobody, and it's just, that's how it go. You know, women want to be chased, but it ain't happening. When you got a person, first of all, Most women don't even have a personality, or they don't show their personality. And that goes back to the fact that, I will say this, a lot of women is afraid to show their personality because they think a guy won't like them, which is, to be honest, probably spot on. Most women, if they show their real self, most men ain't going for it. But my thing is, why not? Why not show who you really are? Because you will want a man to want you for who you are. You can only fake it, but for so long. And that's what a lot of women fail to realize. I'm going to be this way for 2 months, and then the real you going to come out. And it's going to hit that guy like a ton of bricks. And then you feel, well, you know what? All he wanted to do was fuck. No. The real you came out. See, I'd rather waste less time than real time, if I make it sense. So let's say, put me in the woman's shoes. If I'm meeting somebody, I'm going to want to show them who I am right off the bat. Not be vulgar, not be bold, but I want to show that person who I am. I don't want to fake it till I make it, because I know, essentially, like, the real me is going to come out eventually. It's going to come out. So why waste 3 months when I could have just wasted 3 days by being myself from day one? And if the motherfucker liked me, they like me. If they didn't like me, okay, cool. No harm, no foul. Neither one of us wasted time, 2-3 days, and the motherfucker ghosted me. Cool. But what a lot of women do is because some women just show who they are from the rip, but most women don't. They put on this persona, and then they can't help, and there's no fault to nobody, because that goes for men too. You can't fake it, but for so long. So the real you come out 2, 3, 4 months later, and now you wondering why homie ghosted you. Why this person did this, or they changing. The routine has changed up. He don't call me as much no more. He don't want to spend time with me. He don't want to go nowhere with me no more. He don't return my calls at all. That's why. The motherfucker saw the real you. Men ain't got time for that. Most men. And that's why I'm saying most, because you got some simps out here. That's what women is living off nowadays. Women is living off of social media likes and hearts and validation that way. And simps. Guys that's going to say good morning every day. They're going to text it every day. No matter how much you ghost them, flee them, whatever. The guy that's going to send you $15 in the Cash App for lunch. The guy that's going to pick up the phone every time you call, because all he doing is thinking of you. Ain't got no pussy, ain't got nothing. Not saying it's all about sex, but probably ain't got no pussy, ain't been out with you nowhere, ain't never been to your crib, nothing, but he's the guy that's going to be there. That's what women is living off of. And obviously the ones that's in relationships, they living off the relationship they in for the time being, because a lot of women and men is with people that they don't want to be with, but they settling because they see shit ain't out here, ain't nothing out here, for men or women. That's on both sides. We living in a different time. Everybody is robots, so what you getting is a programmed version of a real person. People aren't genuine, people aren't real. So they it's fun for a little while because it's a new person, but it's like this, I might as well be dealing with the motherfucker I was with. I might as well stay with, like, at least I know, at least he real, at least he genuine, at least she genuine, at least she real. So a lot of people are seeing that the grass ain't greener on the other side. So you got people in committed relationships, long-term relationships, or what have you, but it ain't the same. Like I said, people are wired different. You got single women keeping their friends single. You got single bitter men keeping their friends single. They feed them bullshit, let alone this internet, social media, what that's doing to people. So it's like, it's crazy. It's a catch-22. It's trash. And I know it just from what I see. I got friends telling me stuff. I see things every day. And people ask, like, what happened to... It's right in front of you. That's what happened. It's right in front of all of us. Men ain't, like, getting back on topic, Men ain't checking for these women. Most men. They not checking for modern women. Because it's a lot of good women out here. Now they hiding somewhere. They in the crosshairs, or they already locked down. They already locked down, but most women, most modern women, I ain't gonna say they trash, but they make themselves, they perceive to be, they carry themselves in a trashy way. I mean, they over-sexualize, and you would think that's a good thing, right? You would think, this is what women gonna say, well, men would want us over-sexualized women. No, we won't. See, y'all don't understand, man. Men want an over-sexual woman behind closed doors. Not when we out. Not every word you say is some nasty, crazy, freak shit. Not every time you're on the phone having a conversation with your girl, y'all talking. No. Your average man don't want that, if we being real. Just don't. That's that. Like, he wants you be over-sexually when you're supposed to. At home with that door closed with him, if I'm being honest. I talk to men every day. They say the same thing. They agree. I'm just a messenger. Like, it's true. So women think men, real men, not little boys, not these clowns that walks amongst us, real men, they think real men like that freak shit. No, we like it for entertainment, from just whatever we see women, oh, she shake her ass. We don't want our woman acting like that. We don't, like, that's just common sense. So any woman that think men should like me because a man want his woman to be over-sexual, no, that sounds like the dumbest shit I ever heard. I heard somebody say that on the podcast, and I was like, wait. I started to comment, but I was like, man, it ain't even worth it. Because at the end of the day, like, people gonna think what they want. And some people just say shit just for a reaction. You know, so it's like, it ain't even worth comment. I'm like, wait a minute. Where they do that at? Men want their women to act like freaks? No, we don't. Not real. Real men don't even condone no bullshit like that. You be freaky when we get home. I mean, you want to put on the show? Like, when we get home, make sure you keep that same energy. That's what real men want. Nowadays, these women like to keep it real. Y'all right about one thing. Women, y'all right about one thing. Yeah. Nowadays, for the most part, these single men out here, they feel as though women is only good for sex. That's true. A lot of these single men, they so fed up and done and just overdone. They feel as though, you know what? I'm going to try to get my rocks off with her. If it's good, maybe a few times, but that's it. Because these women don't have no personality. They really don't. They don't have a sense of humor, most of them. They don't know how to hold a conversation unless they talking about themselves for 30 straight minutes, which women been doing for years. Women always like talking about themselves, and men really don't mind that. But it's like the overzealous. It's like you on yourself a little too much. You on yourself a little too much. They don't talk about shit. They talk about the same shit over and over again. Like they just didn't talk about that shit the day before. It's like no personality. It's like we're the train of thought. And y'all think men are stupid, but they see this. Because this is what I'm hearing. Men notice all these things. She's stuck on herself. She too materialistic. She too superficial. Like, who's approaching that? Who's approaching a woman that got her face balled up? Like, seriously, y'all think that's cute? That's like y'all claim the fame, ball. I don't know if y'all go to a class, like, where y'all got a tutor, and it's like, this is how you walk around. This is how you're supposed to walk around all day. Make the meanest face that you can, like, look like a boxer with a scarf on, you know, and just walk. And don't worry, that's how we all carry. It's like they went through a tutorial, like, because they all, like, and if somebody do say something to you, look at them like they crazy. And use some of the most fucked up language towards them just for even looking at you. What man you know going to go for? Who's approaching that? Then you hear the good ones, the so-called good ones, say things like, all women, which is true, all women, that's why I say it's most. It's modern women, it's most modern women. It ain't all. But y'all swear all women is like that, you know, or just because my friend is like that don't mean I'm like that, which could be true, right? But this is why a man has that train of thought. I ain't even gonna say you are what you hang with, because a lot of women don't even hang. They might not even hang with the person. That's just their friend, and you can't help who your friends and associates is. That don't mean you do the same things they do. But there's a caveat to that. If I'm with my homegirls, that don't mean just because they sluts and they act like whores and they unruly and all this, don't mean I am. Well, baby girl, you gotta understand what you just said. That's like asking a man to swim in a pool with a bunch of fucking sharks. But don't worry, one of them ain't gonna bite your ass. So just stay in that pool and figure out which one ain't gonna bite you, and that's your star right there. That's your woman right there. Motherfucker, I'm not gonna sit in this pool and wait for a motherfucker not to bite me. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. They all look like motherfucking flesh-eating, sharp teeth-having motherfuckers. That's pretty much what it is. The environment you create, the environment, the people you put around you, even if you don't carry it like that, makes you look like that. It does. So it's like, what is we saying here? We all not like that. I can't help who I know and who I hang with. You sound crazy. And that's just for the ones that's looking to be choosed. A lot of these women ain't even looking for all that. Like, but I'm just saying, it baffles my mind when they be like, why would they think I'm like that just because I'm with them? Did you hear what you just said? Like, I don't know. But it's not worth it. Men ain't doing all this no more. Men ain't doing all the... Women want men to jump through hoops, and they want to play texting games. I'm not going to text you back for 2 hours, and maybe you'll call me. Or it's too many games. And it would be one thing if I'm hearing this in the young community. I got people I work with, people I'm friends with. These are all 40-something-year-old men. And they talk about it. So these is grown-ass women that's doing this shit. These ain't little-ass girls. These grown women playing phone games, and I want him to chase me because I'm the prize, and I'm going to lie to him, I'm going to test them. Too many tests. Men ain't most men. It's like I said, some simps out here, and that's who y'all living off of. When I say living, I ain't mean y'all living like, I'm just saying that's who y'all getting y'all validation from. A nigga that you really don't want, that's texting you good morning and saying this and saying that and saying that. Oh, baby, I got it, yeah. We gonna go out one day, right? Ain't no regular boy doing that. No guy that has somewhat okay looks, a job, got things going for us. Ain't no regular guy doing that. They burned out. A lot of these guys is burned out. And I'm not saying all women is these bad, horrible people, because deep down I think they good people. They just got the wrong mind state, and they following the wrong people. Like I said in another video, the internet has destroyed even the good people. There's people that used to be good, not the internet, social media. Like, people that used to be good, and now they you don't even recognize them no more. Not by the way they look, you don't recognize them by the way they actions. You like, what? What happened to you? You on this type time? Oh, because everybody else act like that. That's why you, oh, all right. It makes sense now. So these guys is over it. Most of these real stand-up guys, they over all that. They like, man, I'd rather just sit back and chill out. I'll run into a chick that I can knock off here and there. It might sound crazy, but I'm giving y'all the truth. Y'all know I ain't gonna bite my tongue. That I can knock off. Because y'all swear men is fucking all these different random chicks. Some are. There's some nasty ass niggas out here. So it's some niggas that got a heavy rotation on some gigolo shit. That shit is a real thing. But your average guy don't got time for that. First of all, he too worried about getting his bread to be fucking with multiple women and keeping up with this, and oh, I promised I was going to do that. Niggas ain't doing that. Niggas ain't doing it. They I'm telling y'all, they checked out. The average guy is checked out from all this whole feminist bullshit and Me Too and pick me type bullshit. Niggas ain't with it. Niggas like, man, I'd rather just get my bread, fall back. If I find somebody I can knock off, that's cool, then cool. Maybe it can grow into something, but for right now, I'm just trying to do me. That's what a lot of these guys, these single guys, that's what they doing. They're not checking for y'all. They're not doing all that. It ain't worth it in the long run. And in marriage, that's another story. Because I believe in marriage. I think men and women should get together and have a union. But most men are saying no. Obviously, they saying no to that too. Because it's like, what is the benefit of a man getting married? Can somebody please tell me that? Besides maybe having some kids, and if the woman is right and she's standing on something moral, yeah, build something. But that's far and few between. The woman get all the benefits in the marriage. And I dare somebody to tell me that's wrong. I dare somebody to, you wrong. Men and women get equal benefits. No. Women get way more benefits in the marriage than men. And I think we all can admit to that. Male and female. I think we all mature enough to at least admit that. So men ain't even doing that because they like, if this shit don't work out, I'm fucked. Or as soon as I put that ring on her finger, she can switch up any day. Now I'm looking. It's a crazy state. It's a crazy state we live in. You know, the whole feminine thing. Women ain't feminine. And when women hear that, they be like, oh, come on, like, with that feminine shit. Niggas ain't looking for Cinderella. They really not. They just want you to act like a woman. The fact that you know how to rap on the side is not feminine. The fact that you is a member of the local gun range is not feminine. And I'm not saying the ways of life don't be who you are, but I'm just saying this is an example. Niggas ain't looking for nobody with no fairy guy slippers and she got to be dialed up all day and be a... That's bullshit. Because for real, most men like a tomboy. Ain't nothing wrong with a, you know, but some of these women is overly masculine. And don't get me wrong, if I'm being real, some women do have to be overly masculine for these simp guys that's out here that act like women. I did a video on that. So it's two sides of the coin. I'm gonna keep it real on that, but nah, like a lot of y'all just be too doing too much for no reason, or taking that past trauma and bringing it into a new situation. Like, oh, he probably gonna be like that. Nah. But these niggas ain't even trying to get a chance to know y'all because a lot of women ain't worthy of it. They not. Like, I'm keeping it real. I'm trying to be as status quo as possible without being super disrespectful. Because I hear it a lot. Wise men checked out. Why you think? You got internet, you got a phone, go on there and just scroll through your Instagram. That's why. Like, it's right in front of you. I hate when people like scratch their head like, what is going on with men? They don't want women. They don't want to be in a relationship. They don't want to approach us. Turn your phone on and click on Instagram and do like this for like 30 seconds. And that's why. That'll be your answer. Because it's right in front of your face. It baffles my mind when people be like, wow, like, that's why, motherfucker. Like, and I'm not saying men is all right with the way a lot of these men move. Like, a lot of these men don't move all the way right. And there is some fucked up ass niggas out here that is really out on some, I'm fucking all these bitches type shit. I'm playing everybody and all that. That is a real thing too. But your average stand-up guy ain't with all that. You're just trying to get a bag and rock out with one motherfucker. That's another thing. Where all the good men there. Most of the good niggas got somebody. Because they found somebody good. It is what it is. Same thing with the women. A lot of the good women, like, they already tied down. They tied down already. So for all these single motherfuckers, it is what it is. Like, if you a single guy out here looking, I feel sorry for you, bruh. And if you a single female out here looking, I feel sorry for you, sis. Because it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And you hear it every day. A lot of these men, to sum it up, a lot of men is choosing peace over pussy. I mean, I can't be no more blunt than that. They choosing peace over pleasure. Because most of the guys that been around block done their thing to the point where they still want it. Don't get it wrong. Like, your average man always going to love sex and all that, as long as he can still do it and all that. But it ain't that deep as much as when you're younger and you still learning yourself, and you still having these crazy experiences, and a guy that been around the block a little bit, the sex part is a bonus. It's a need. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, man, I'd rather have my peace. Women is hard to deal with. I'm sorry to break the news to any woman that's watching. I'm gonna say most women is hard to deal with. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Think of that. Think of that from the rip, and then the answer will start becoming more clear and clear. Fuck, I'm gonna approach something that I know is gonna give me a hard time. Yeah, she laughing and joking now, but after a while, shit go left, and that's, that could be, jumping the gun a little bit, because everybody not like that. But if we being real, your average woman is hard to deal with. If we being real, no, women are saints. They so lovable and likable and approachable. No, they not. Let's be real, they not. So I just hate to hear, like, when some people just act so baffled of why. That's why. And what it is why is it more now than ever? Because we have this. Because social media is so prevalent. It's so in your face. And women are way more bolder now. They showing you that they ain't shit. They letting you know they ain't shit. They showing you this is how I move, and it's about me and all that. So men is opening up their eyes more. Or else this shit would have been happening back in the 80s or in the 90s, in the early 2000s. It's more in your face now because we have the internet. And because women are more bold, they're going to let you know. It's a dying breed as far as the dating game. It really is. From dating apps to social media to meeting in person. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's almost like catching a diamond in the rough. And I'm not talking about catching this bad dime joint and this joint that make all this money and she a dime. No, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about a standard regular woman. Men it's like a unicorn almost. That's how they made it. That's what it is. It's wild. It's wild. It's a wild time, y'all. But let me know what y'all think about that topic. Like I said, I've been hearing it a lot. I've been working on this video for quite some time. I just wanted to, y'all know me, I kind of go off the cusp, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about it now because it's like, why not? It's a topic of discussion, and it's real. And I don't see it getting better. You know me, I like to see the shining light in things. Like, yeah, it could get better possibly if we do this. I don't see that getting better. I don't see it getting better. I see it getting way, way, way worse. But y'all let me know. Hit me in the comments. Tell me what y'all think about that topic. And we're going to keep it moving. Till next time I see y'all. All right.